Our sportsNOLA.com trivia question: Louisville quarterback Lamar Jackson won the Heisman this past weekend. Jackson and the Cardinals will face LSU in the Citrus Bowl December 31st. Who was the last Heisman winner to face LSU in a bowl game? Think New Orleans, think national championship, think over a decade ago, think Nick Saban. It's Jason White of Oklahoma. 2003 season, the 2004 Sugar Bowl, LSU won 21-14 to win the national championship. And Jason White, no shot in the NFL. It wasn't going to happen. So there's your answer. Good question. And we got the answer this time around. It is time now for our hot seat segment, where we place Brian Alley Walsh on the hot seat with a hot topic of the day. And this one surrounds the LSU Tigers. Is there reason for concern at LSU based on recent developments, recruiting, coaching, everything else? With that in mind, Brian, take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Trahan, and once again, a great question, great topic of debate. With today's news that Lane Kiffin has taken the job at Florida Atlantic, become head coach there, I'd be interested to see how much money he's earning there, because they weren't paying him, the head coach, more than $600,000 from what I understand. So it'll be interesting to see what he gets there. Congratulations to Lane. Good luck. He's an excellent offensive mind. I hope he does well there. However, closer to home, LSU, I have to wonder about Coach O now. Coach O did a heck of a sales job to the board and to Joe Oliva that he was going to bring someone like Lane Kiffin. But there was a lot of pressure on it being Lane Kiffin to be the guy. And he's a great friend of Lane, and there was that great possibility. I'm going to use the word bait and switch here. That's a little strong perhaps. But I know this. I know that he impressed upon those who made this hire that he could get Lane Kiffin if the opportunity presented itself, or go in a similar direction of one with an offensive mind such as Lane. It didn't happen. He's got three possibilities now, all right? He's got Helfrich from Oregon. He's got a guy named Matt Canada from Pittsburgh, and he's got Steve Sarkisian from Alabama. He needs to get one of these guys perhaps, or maybe there's a dark horse candidate out there that come on board. Kenny's question is excellent on this. So what does it do to the commits? Already they've lost two quarterbacks, or at least there's two guys that are considering decommitting, okay? One is Miles Brennan from St. Stanislaus. He's considering LSU. He hasn't actually decommitted, but he's getting other feelers from other schools now. And then, of course, Lowell Narcisse from St. James, all right? Now, he was actually going to enroll at LSU in January, and that now is probably by the table because he's still considering. Probably isn't going to make a decision until after the Under Armour game. Look, until they fill this spot, Eddie O's got to get somebody, make a splash, all right? They've got Dave Aranda on defense. They've got to make a splash and hopefully fulfill his expectations of opening up that offense. He's got to get a quarterback, somebody that comes in and can do what Jalen Hurts can do at Alabama and guys like him. And that's what he's been in charge to do, and it remains to be seen. But look, until that position is filled, you've got all these 17, 18-year-old young men that are waffling and waiting to see which direction LSU is going to go.
Yeah, because, you need to see is it going to be an offense that a spread offense, wishbone. You playing offense. You want to know what kind of system they're going to run. They're going to run a pro system or what they're going to run. So guys not going to commit until they know what kind of system you're going to run. So you got to bring somebody in quick, fast, in a hurry. And now people know what system they run, so the guys know how they fit in. You even got the two, like you got Jordan Swilling. These guys still, they sign with Georgia Tech, but if the right system come in, you might can get some of these guys to come play for you. So LSU's still in a good position, but they got to make a decision fast on offensive coordinator.
Well, Canada up at the University of Pittsburgh, they're scoring 28, 29 points a game. They beat Clemson. They outscored Clemson in Clemson. So, he's got some, he's been around the block a few times. So we'll see what happens there. Kenny?
Interesting, guys. Well stated. And let me start here. Canada's an interesting guy. He's had success, but Ed Orgeron is on record saying he's going to bring in a coordinator that runs spread principles. Coach Canada doesn't run a spread offense. So If you say one thing and you do another, do you have great credibility moving forward? With respect to Lane Kiffin, I said from day one that was a long shot, that he was going to search for every head coaching job that he could possibly find. Take it a step further. Major Applewhite out of Catholic High in Baton Rouge, another guy whose name was floated, and deservedly so, takes the head coaching job at Houston. So he's off the table as well. Steve Sarkisian has some problems off the field. That's why he's in the position he's in right now. So is that really where you want to go at this stage? I don't know. Helfrich, we'll see. I mean, look, again, you're talking about a fish out of water, but at least he does fit the spread principle concept of what you're talking about. Should we be concerned right now? I think you should be to a degree. Lowell Narcisse at St. James, a brilliant player, average thrower in my mind, not a great thrower, really good athlete running, but he's had 2 knee injuries. And LSU, I'm going to continue to say this publicly, and I'm going to say it over and over again, to not go after and throw the kitchen sink at Keaton Thompson out of Landry Walker is ridiculous. He is the best dual threat quarterback I have ever seen in my 40 years of doing high school football in the New Orleans area. He's a fantastic player. And oh, by the way, he proved it again against a fantastic defense in West Monroe, winning the first state championship ever in Landry Walker history. Obviously, he was the man. He threw 5 touchdowns, and how he did it, escaping guys, shaking off sacks left and right, and running for a touchdown was incredible. And Jerry Arledge, who coached on a college level for 19 years and has been at West Monroe for 3 decades, said he is the best quarterback he has ever faced, ever seen. I've been saying this for a long time. How LSU, wanting to run that type of offense with that type of guy, would not try to get this kid and evaluate him the way they have makes no sense to me whatsoever. To stop the bleeding, they did get a commit from Monty Rice, the outstanding linebacker out of Alabama today, who chose them over Auburn and Georgia and had offers from Michigan and Alabama. So that's a good get at a position of need. But should there be concern? Yes, I think there's reason for some concern, but not time to push the alarm button, at least just yet. College and prep football when we return on Sports NOLA TV in a moment.